trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these
Coach, it is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Wait, that round 80, round 80, rip. You ain't got nothing. Watch safety call 50. We didn't get that.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Big hold of the 30, and it's hauled in by Ben Watson. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Brady gives to Michel. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. 58, come on.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
General West.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, Charlie.
Mine's 49. Mine's 49. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
53, Linda.
Check safety, check safety. Slit out, slit out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Mike 53.
You must be dreaming.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is caught. touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's again to McCord. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Let's go!
A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
319.
Hey, check. Tight end Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight end.
Allen to throw once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brady going to throw to Michel on the screen. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Check 3, alert! Undercrush.
Now Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it. This is Michel, and he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Well, as an offense, you know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't, and this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't pull him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd and 12, Allen. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. 1st-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog.
53 to Mike, 53. Hey, Alabama.
Now this time, Brady will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watson. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. See the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Alert, alert, alert.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Allen now looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Down 80.
54. It's going to be a long day.
On second and 7, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got you, son. I got you, son. .53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Sugar.
All day. Check.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check. 53 is mic.
But he hit.
To throw, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Brady now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
To throw on second and 10. Brady, throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough third and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 27.
You draw quarter. What's that? That's trash. That's trash.
On second down, it's McCoy. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a third and 4. On play action, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Edelman set to return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Help him.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throw to the right here to Gordon. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And some room to maneuver. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone, I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Frank Gore, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Brady now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Regular. Go.
36. Rip left. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Go.
From midfield, here's Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs, but out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Let's go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
5 wide. Let's go.
Mike 50. Watch the run.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
At the Patriots 17.
Check 53, Mike. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you, boy.
Throwing again. Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Van Noy came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Hey, we got
To throw is Brady. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Crunch. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Go.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Allen going to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now Edelman. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Wait, set, 53!
Get the 50, check my...
Hey, both 66!
Out time, guys, out time, let's get off the field.
Ozzy!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now on the return. Here we've got an injured player down there. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now Allen to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Allen on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Michelle going to try again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Allen now to throw on 3rd down. And that's complete to Croft. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Allen again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's complete to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, short throw hauled in by Croft. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. On first down, Allen, he's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. To throw is Allen. And it's caught. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout. Now White lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Pats, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our